Yo, a new video about Fantieval project. And in this video, I'm going to show you a little bit of what I have done so far. It's, I think maybe you will like it, maybe not, but that's all for you to decide. But I have something that I built further on with the background and stuff like that. And also I have been working on a few other things. You will see very soon in this video. I'm not going to do a long intro because I kind of want to like make this like shorter videos, so it's like better for consuming and to watch, and just like I said in the previous video, it's just like little snippets. So let's just go straight into it, and that's all. So yeah, what you're seeing right now is just, of course, what we already knew, nothing new. But if I'm panning my camera around, you're already going to see something crazy going on there. I'm not really sure yet if I will keep it this way. This is only for like basically like some like placements that I'm thinking I'm going for, but I do not really know. But you can already see something happening in the background, a lot of crazy stuff. I really love like I said, like fantasy, and this is like a fantasy environment, so I'm going fully fantasy on this one. Of course, with a few stuff like from medieval, like a little bit of like a mixture between medieval and just pure fantasy. So you can already see that like something is happening in the background. And in the previous video, I said that I'm going to do something with the floating islands. And I was thinking, what if one of these floating items is like basically like holding something like a big ice spike stuff that's growing out of like the mountains, and that's basically like holding the island. But I have more. It's not only that, but if I pan more the camera around, you can see that's more happening, and there are more islands in the distance, and there's like a little waterfall like from the island dropping down. I thought that was pretty cool, and I have to work with the assets that I currently have, so it's a lot of like reusing the assets. Like those spikes are basically from the tree trunks, but I'm reusing it for other purposes. I might maybe use another tree trunk for this, because like the quality is very poorly if it's been like made it like scale bigger. So I still have to see if I'm going fully for this, but this is what my idea was. And if you pan more a little bit of the camera around, you can see more islands popping up in the screen. So basically in this area, if like you're looking in this particular area, you're going to see some islands are floating. I may be going to let some of them move a little bit. I don't know yet. The one that's like been holding with the iceberg spikes, those are the ones that like are like what's it called, like they are like steady, like static. They're like static. But I may be thinking of like having the smaller one like bouncing softly up and down a little bit, because those are like smaller islands. So I'm maybe going to like let them like go back and forth. I'm also planning to do some like fog distance, so like that you're going to see blue fog in the distance, so to morph a little bit away of the quality. So that's still going to be something to add. But this is not what I only did. I also did, as I said in the previous video, I would do something like what you can expect, or what you know from like a Lord of the Rings, with big statues. And I will show you quickly. You can see that these statues are gone here, so I'm not going to place statues here. I maybe consider to place maybe something else still. I still have wiggling room for graphics thermo, so maybe there's something in the Dreamiverse that I can place. Hopefully people are not like deleting stuff because then I have like then it's going to be a hard time for me to search. But let's hope there is something in the Dreamiverse that I can use for maybe a pole, or like I don't know, maybe a board with arrows where it says like, okay, this place is over there, that place is over there. I hope I can find something like that, and otherwise I will sculpt it inside this creation. Like if I cannot find something in the Dreamiverse that I think it's nice that can be fitting in here, and that like it fits in the environment, Otherwise, I'm going to sculpt it myself still, but then I will sculpt it inside this creation. I'm not going to make a single sculpt anymore. I kind of want to keep that as low as possible because we all know the new limitations. The new server migration has happened at the moment of this recording. So that basically means like I have like 800, well, not 800, but like I had like 600 creations plus 257. So I had like around 800 or something. So yeah, so I have to be a little bit careful with like single sculptures. I'm not going to do I'm not sure if I already told you this in the very previous video, but really quickly, I'm not going to sculpt single sculptures anymore. No assets coming from my hand, at least not on this account. Maybe I'll make a new account with that I'm only like doing assets there. But on this account, I'm not doing anything single sculptures anymore. So I know that my YouTube channel has a certain category where it says like sculpting videos. I'm going to change that eventually. It's not going to get away, but I'm going to change that into what I do like with projects. Now this is a little bit really like a behind the scenes video. So this is already like with me showing a little bit of what you can expect what I made. But I'm also going to do other videos still where I am like doing live sculpting, but then in the same dreams creation. So I can publish that online and that it's counting as one creation and not like as a bunch of like different ones. So that's going to be a little bit of a change there on my end. Maybe I already said in the video, I can't remember, I can't recall, but a little bit of like a disclaimer that I did that. So back to this this background. So with the floating islands that we have here, I also played something else. Maybe you already saw it a little bit, like teasing a little bit. If I pan a little bit more to the left, you can see some statues are like in the distance with like covered in the mountains. They are huge, right? They're huge like statues. Like this is like far in the distance, but if you are there, like it's like super tall. They are almost like as high as the mountains itself. And I placed water, so there's also water like floating a little bit over there. And really in the if you look very closely, you can see it a little bit. There's also like a little small island still in the middle. But basically here is where you come into this place. So this is like the entrance, the port, basically, where you can go with your boat or ship. And then like maybe I can find a cool ship, very cheap, in the background to place. So it gives a little bit more the feeling of like the skill of like the boat versus the statues, which the boat will be very tiny. This is my idea. So I really want to go for this, like the entrance, and it's a little bit of like what I said, like it's an inspiration that I have from Lord of the Rings. I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. I even though I didn't read the books, but I love the Peter Jackson's adaptation. And yeah, so even though it's not completely the same, but it's inspired by. Of course, the floating islands is what we have seen a lot in many in many fantasy games. So that's not really like a very new thing, but I thought it would be cool fitting in here. There's also another rock floating there. Not really sure what I'm going to do with that one. And maybe it's going to be removed because I think it's maybe too much, but I don't want to have it like too many floating islands, but I kind of want to have like a bunch at least. So that maybe there's some houses in the distance as well, so that people actually living there, and maybe some crystals are happening. So yeah, still working on that part, but this is what I got so far, and it's really fun to make. We can already walk a little bit over here. Not going to happen in the final version, but I really want to show a little bit of like the view of what you can a little bit expect. So I'm just going to get a little bit closer. So yeah, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to build further on with this area. So this is going to be all wasteland, and go like it's slowly going down in the hills. So this is like basically a big hill that's all going towards the mountains eventually, and with some like maybe rocks here and there and other stuff. But yeah, so as you can see that the whole place is filled with mountains in the circle. So basically like this is like the town where you come in, like this is the main hub, main town, that's so to say. So you go with the ship, or boat or whatever you have, and you're going towards the town. You're like sailing to here or something like that, and then you're like having the entrance going to be something like here. So here is going to be the entrance. Like the path is going like downhill here, and so yeah, that's what I did. Like I said, smaller updates. I promised to do that, to do a little bit smaller updates. Also, what I have been doing is I expanded this this road here with some flowers. Like this, like a continuation from what I had before, and like a little bit of like a pathway going this way. I'm not really sure where I'm actually going to. I'm not really sure if I let the player like walk over here too far or too many. Maybe I will play some stuff that's like block the road, so you can still walk over here a little bit to like have like the higher ground and you can have a better view of the distance. I think maybe I will do that. And then I'm having here a block in the road, so you can like go further as player, because like I don't want to have that the player is going to roam free too much, because that means that I have to put a lot more higher detail everywhere, which is not very good for performance wise. So, and it's all, I'm already like, I don't know what the performance is right now, 30 FPS or something. So yeah, so performance wise, it's already like a little bit tricky. I can check real quick what my performance is right now, but I can already tell that this isn't like around 30 FPS, I think. Maybe even lower, I don't know. But that's also why I'm still not sure if I'm letting the walking feature happening. But I know this is on the PlayStation 4 base still, so if you have a PlayStation 5, you're probably not going to have much issue. Although there's not an actual PlayStation 5 version, but I know that some creations are running better on the PlayStation 5 in general. So yeah, that's my plan. I'm not really sure yet. Like I said, not sure if where I'm going with the road. Maybe I'm going downhill again with the road, so there's like a little bit an upstep for some reason, I don't know. Or like it goes all the way further, maybe a little bit like with a chronicle, like because like now it's like super straightforward, super straight road. But I think I'm going to have like a little bit more down, or like go up and down again. So, but then I'm going to use like lower quality stones. So not these ones, but like lower assets. But you can still like have an idea that like, okay, the path still goes on in the distance. So that is my idea. Yeah, so that's basically what I have to say about this update. Like I said, I do not really know about the ice spike stuff. Maybe I make them fire, I don't know. Or not at all. I will add some fog distance in the background. I also think that the environment still need to have like a little bit of like a tweak and update still with the color base and stuff like that. So I'm still working on that departure as well. So yeah, this is my updates for so far. I'm also maybe considering to have like a day-night cycle that I will do completely all the way in the end. I'm not going to add that now. I think I'm going to add, if I want to add like a day-night cycle. Sorry, I have a frog in my throat, so pardon me. Like if I have like a night cycle happening, then I will do that completely at the end of this series, or the end of this creation, basically. Because like I first want to build the environment. I first want to build the world and everything around it. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to fine-tune stuff. And if I think that I have some time left, or if I want to add something more, if I have the room and space for doing so, then I will add like a day-night cycle. I think that will be a little bit more immersive. The issue is only that like the placement of the sun. And if I'm going to do that with like movement, of course need to move, but that like also there's like a moon eventually going up in the nighttime. I have never really done. That's not true. I did made a moon once before in one of my creations, but not actually with like one sun and one moon apart. So that's something going to be new as well. Well, you can see that the clouds are moving. I know this is like a pretty heavy a little bit for Dreams to do so, but I kept it as simple as possible, so like it still runs okay for that. Yeah, so let me know in the comments if you're watching this video, if you love this like smaller updates of my creation, I cannot wait to share you of my like more of this. Like it's a really fun project. And basically what you see is all from the community assets, besides a few stuff here and there. Those are mine creations. But mostly, and that's like the purpose of this like creation, mostly it's all made by the community assets. Because the reason why I want to do this creation as well, I did it before, but that was like a Twitch like a Twitch challenge that I made like an assets only creation. But I was not allowed to edit and to alter it to the design. That was a lot harder to do, to be honest. But in this creation, I really want to show the people the power of dreams in general, because I believe, or I still strongly believe, that dreams is one of the most powerful tools that we ever seen so far. Like screw Unreal Engine, screw the screw all those engines. Like this is basically the best engine I have seen so far. It's very intuitive, and you can do so many things inside here. Of course, we still miss features, but sadly, it will never happen anymore. Still a little bit sad, cookie about that one, but well. I hope with the PlayStation 6, some new direction is going to happen on PlayStation. Let's hope that maybe we will get more love and support for creative studios like Mini Molecule. So yeah, that's the update. I really love. Oh, I have not really tested this to be honest. I really love how these clouds are like moving like in front of the islands. I love that. I have not really I didn't really tested that one out. So now you're seeing it together with me for the first time as well. I really love how these clouds are like in front of the of these islands. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So let me know in the comments. Let me know if you like this approach. I hope so. I really hope so. It's like I said, it's a lot of fun to do, and I cannot wait to put another video out for this with more things to show. You can see there's always like a lot of like new progress. The progress is going to faster and faster, because like eventually, like when things starting to shape, then it goes a lot faster. So yeah, hopefully you will be there with the next video as well. And for now, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments what you like, what you don't like. It's all good. We're all good. And I'll see you next time. And as always, don't forget to dream, everybody. Bye-bye.